right, Nick, let's talk about one of our favorite teams to talk about, the Miami Dolphins. This is a team that when all the pieces are working right, it is just exciting to watch them play football. Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle, incredible receivers, super fast, some of the fastest in the NFL. And watching Tua throw that nice deep ball to these guys for huge touchdowns every game is incredible to watch. Raheem Mostert's been really good as well, and Mike Gesicki, as always, a solid tight end option. So Dolphins, a fun team to watch, and they have a really beneficial matchup coming up against the Detroit Lions this week, and we're going to get into the specifics of why that is. But Nick, before we get there, we got to ask the Dolphins fans, speaking of matchups, speaking of big game this weekend, let us know in the comments below, what do you predict the score is going to be? Are they going to score 100 and shut the Lions out? Is it something a little bit more reasonable, like, 42-34? Lions offense has been kind of rolling a little bit as well. So let us know in the comments below what the final score is going to be for this week's game. But Nick, what do you got on the Dolphins?
Yeah, so the Dolphins, obviously, last week they got Tua back, got a big win against the Pittsburgh Steelers, but it was obvious Tua was a little rusty. The offense was a little rusty. They were shut out in the second half against the Steelers, I believe, but they're looking to turn it around against the Detroit Lions offensively, and now is the perfect time to play the Lions. So this is according to yahoosports.com, is that even after the performance last week, Tua still leads the NFL in yards per passing attempt of 8.6. That's really good. Remember, 8 is sort of the line of demarcation. 8 and above is superstar elite level status, so 8.6 is staggeringly high. But how about this? The Dolphins then go indoors to Detroit. They play the Lions defense that is giving it the highest expected points added EPA per play. That basically means, using some efficiency, advanced analytics, the Lions defense is bad. That's all you need to know about it. They are bad at stopping the pass. The only way that the Lions defense can be successful is what we've seen them against the Vikings and against Dallas a little bit. Teams that run more traditional offenses, more classic NFL offenses. The Detroit Lions get absolutely smoked by teams that live in the gun and do RPOs. The Eagles put up 38 points. The Seahawks put up, I believe, 49 points, I believe. And to be honest, this Dolphins offense with Tyreek Hill, Jalen Waddle, and Tua back running the show, I think they're more talented probably than the Seahawks and right on the same level, I think, in terms of overall talent level as the Eagles. So that I'm looking for a massive performance from Tua and these receivers. I think both Waddle and Tyreek Hill are going to have huge days, all kinds of yards. I think the Dolphins are going to put points. I mean, 42-34. I think 42 points for the Miami Dolphins is something to really expect them to potentially get against the Detroit Lions defense that frankly, I don't think can hang with them.
Yeah, Nick, and we say bad, it's kind of an understatement. They're actually the worst 32nd rate defense for the Detroit Lions. And, it's a good matchup overall because, Nick, the Lions, their best corner, Jeff Okudah, is still 53rd ranked out of 110 cornerbacks so far per PFF. And their worst is Amani Oruwariye, Nick. And guess what he's ranked? Just guess.
110.
110 out of 110. So there's opportunities for this guy to get smoked. And, it would be interesting if Miami potentially had the highest graded receiver, and they do in Tyreek Hill, the highest graded receiver per PFF. He's got a 90.3, incredible grade by Tyreek Hill. And Jalen Waddle's the 12th ranked receiver as well. They have an incredible receiving duo, and like you said, this is a match made in heaven. Big time gun, big time RPO offense, big time plays by these receivers. I think it's going to be an exciting game to watch. So Dolphins fans, get your popcorn ready. This is going to be an enjoyable weekend for you.
100%. And you brought up the Lions offense being potentially rolling, but the last 2 weeks they scored 0 against New England and 6 against Dallas. That's downright terrible. And despite the offensive struggles by the Detroit Lions, right now Vegas has set this game as the highest over-under of any game this weekend. Vegas knows, that's where the smart money is, right? That's why Vegas setting these lines, setting these over-unders. I don't think they set that over-under because they expect the Detroit Lions offense to turn around and get back to, scoring 30, 25 or whatever. I don't think they expect that. I think they expect the Miami Dolphins to absolutely obliterate the Lions. And like you said, Dolphins fans, you should get your popcorn ready. Tyreek Hill, Jalen Waddle, these guys are going to go absolutely off. This may be a Tua game on par with his Ravens performance. He's going to be that good, and the Miami Dolphins are going to be full back to full go on offense.